I could say this on every level and did at the start of the conversation, just to see the increase in influx of Kentucky defensive players into the NFL has just been remarkable in the last few years. And we see that also in the defensive backfield, and a lot of guys eligible for the NFL draft should be considered here in April in the NFL ranks. But we'll talk about, of course, those guys that are left.
Right. And just, Yusuf Corker is the name that comes to mind first off, as far as guys, from the backfield. You think about, the Mike Edwardses and, people, Kelvin Josephs. Kentucky's put, I think, six or seven players from the secondary in the NFL over the last 3 years. So it's becoming kind of a pipeline to the, from college and into the NFL. I said, now a lot of folks think if Kentucky has a weakness, it's in the secondary. I don't think they're going to be, obviously they're not going to be bad, but, I think it's just a lot of guys who may not have had the reps that some of the players did because they were playing behind other guys. You start like at, the quarterback positions. Andrew Phillips and Andre Stewart are probably your two guys at one of the cornerback positions. They're, one of them's a redshirt sophomore, the other's a freshman. Again, guys just needing some playing time. At the other cornerback position, Carrington Valentine, a guy who kind of had a breakout season last year, was Kentucky's fourth leading tackler with 61, and also had five pass deflections. And then behind him is Maxwell Hairston, who's a redshirt freshman. He, like I said, a guy just needs experience. And then you move to safety. You have Tyrell Asian, who's a super senior coming back for the Cats. And then you have Jalen Geiger and Taj Dotson, two guys who've also, they're both juniors. They've had, they have experience. It's just a matter of getting those guys in and getting more reps and going from there. And then, like I said, the other cornerback or other corner secondary position. Gosh, can't think of about Vito Tisdale and Joel Williams. Those are two guys. I think the Cats are going to be expecting pretty big things from. It would not surprise me if at some point after the spring is over, if you saw Kentucky hit the transfer portal for possibly at the defensive back position and maybe even up front. When you go through spring practice and, those guys, who are like second, third team at some of these, some of the bigger, quote, bigger name schools, as we like to call it. I could see Kentucky going in and maybe getting a couple of guys there who possibly could come in and play right away.